It's Buck D and Shondeen, a show to be forever, a show that'll do whatever our viewers desires. It's Buck D and Shondeen, a show of perfection, an object of affection to quench our viewers' fire, completely free from infection, to be used at our viewers' discretion, waiting only for your direction. It's Buck D and Shondeen. It is Tuesday again. We are back with the Buck D and Shondeen show. Once again, I am not Shondeen and she is not Buck D.
Definitely not Buck D.
Man, we got a lot to talk about, Shondeen.
Dude, drama. What's been going on?
It's a lot. Well, let's. I wanted to. We could. I want to. I don't want to start the show off with drama because we've been kind of heavy these past couple of.
I think we've been heavy on the internet.
Yeah.
I think it's taking away on people's psyche.
Well, people are already kind of slow anyway, so I think this is like eroding away at the last little brain cells that they do have.
Right before they explode.
So I was thinking about something. Actually, you sent me something once again, like you always do, and I was thinking about it.
Too.
I was thinking about
Randomly.
it. So during this whole coronavirus and quarantine and all this stuff. Sex dolls.
I know.
Sex dolls. What's the deal? What do you think about these sex dolls? And well, first, before we get into it,
there was a particular story.
The one that you saw,
Yeah.
the one that you sent me, you saw the picture and you had to stop because you thought she was real.
I did. I had to stop. I think I didn't know she was a sex doll. I clicked on the picture because this woman looks so beautiful, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what kind of? We always look for makeup tips.
Yeah.
We're like, what is she doing? Oh, it's a doll. And then I read the meme, and it was like, he wants to marry his sex doll after 8 months of being in a relation with her.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is he weird or? Is that something? Is that something?
Is it weird?
Is that the new?
Dream?
Is that the new wave of the future or what?
If that's the new wave of the future, that's a trip. I'm freaking out on it. I mean, it's weird.
Let me ask you a question then. Hold on. Because I see what you're saying and I agree, but I have to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a sex doll and a woman with sex toys? Because I see it all the time. I see a lot of women that says, I don't need no man as long as I have my batteries and my whatever, I'm good.
I think if the whole thing was there's more of a fake connection. We get, I think it's the percentage. It's 100% fake connection.
Okay.
Opposed to 2%, depending on the size that we're going down there.
So
some just have a vibrating lipstick. That's it.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So you're saying women aren't connected to their sex toys? Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Well, does that would you mean connected like?
Are they connected?
Do you mean connected right now?
I mean connected to the point where if they went to their drawer and it was gone, or if it was gone, would they freak out? Would they be like, "Oh God, where's the Gigawatt 2000?" Like for real? Like I thought about this. I'm like, because I think like you. I'm like, this is crazy. This is weird. Why would a grown man not only want a sex toy in the first place, but get in a full-fledged relationship and then want to marry one?
I think it depends if you, the sex toys being, for a woman, being addicted, only if you're addicted. And, and if you go in a woman, if she goes into a deep psychological fantasy with that particular toy and acts it out, then I could see something there.
But isn't that what happens with self-pleasure? You take yourself away in your mind? I think a lot of people do.
It's dangerous.
So what do? You just lay there and just be like...
It's a quick one. You could be driving, whatever. I'm driving, there's a stop sign. You've seen me before. If you see me, stop and say hi.
So, no, I'm serious though, because
I don't, because I know it's dangerous psychologically. No way.
I want to say you might be in the minority.
Am I?
Yeah, because what do you think about?
I want to know now.
What do you think? What do you think about women who fantasize about like an actor, or not even an actor, or see what I'm saying?
I did.
Or a guy who they just fantasize about while they're.
I got some deep stuff on that.
So how are you? Okay, so now we see what we're saying.
Coming from experience, don't do it.
Where do you think the line is crossed to where you're like, okay, this is crazy, where a guy or a girl, because they do have male ones. We just looked one up. Well, go on Amazon. Matter of fact, guys, go on Amazon. $185. You can get. It doesn't have any arms. It doesn't have a hand. It's just torso and the main things that you need to have fun. It's $185. We just looked it up. When do you think it gets to the point where it's like, you know what, this has gone way too far?
When the cravings start happening and you start wanting to leave your line of work, where you're in the middle of work and then all
Are
of a
we
sudden
talking about the sex toys or the sex doll?
The sex fantasy period. You have to be in control of yourself and your and your thoughts and your addiction. Temptation.
I think with the amount of weirdos in the world, sex dolls are needed. Think about it. Think about it. Think of if a guy is that out there to where he's like he wants an innate object and she's submissive, has whole full-blown conversations, relationships. Let that man go, order his off Amazon. Let him do what he wants to do.
Right.
But here's the problem. What if you go to date a guy and you find out, and you're dating him and you go in his closet and he has one just chilling in the closet? How would you feel?
I would stop dating white boys.
Well, okay.
You know it, bro.
But wait a minute. Let's play devil's advocate because, and you'll see here in a second, there's a black dude who has one too. So
hey, do we know him?
We know him? It don't matter. It don't matter. All I know is I believe if a guy is like that in his brain, let him have his toys. But here's the problem. Now, when you try to come back and get a real woman,
he won't ever leave his house. The guy,
it's no. What I'm saying, if he tries to go from sex doll to Shondeen,
right?
How do you feel? Because this
as a Latina,
but as anything,
I'm gonna beat that doll.
And guess what? She gonna be like Chucky, bro. Somebody's gonna possess her, and she gonna beat you up. No, but I feel like
he would have to break off relations.
What would you feel like if he was like, you know what, you know, we've been dating for a while, but I have my sex doll, and I want to introduce her into the relationship. Like, what would you do? Okay, so these questions are rolling off because what's worse? Do you want a man that says he wants to introduce a real woman into the relationship or the sex doll? Which one are you doing?
Neither.
Neither.
I command, as a woman who has self-worth.
There you go.
Okay?
There you go.
I have to be, and it says a lot about the way he has sex and the way he's doing things. And I require at least 4 days worth of shenanigans. So if she's involved,
but a sex doll can go 444 days.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
That's true.
No, I think it's kind of because of you're a certain type of woman. I already knew you were going to answer it that way. But there's a lot of women who feel like I have to do whatever to satisfy my man.
In that case, he can get 2 sex dolls.
Wow. Well, what if he wants? What if he likes the real and the sex doll? Like, these are questions I have, man. Like, this is what we need to do. We need to find someone who has one, who feels comfortable enough to come on the show, bring her, and then we could talk about it.
Or we could just bring in a sex doll.
Nah. I want to, because the sex doll is just whatever you make it. I want to have the person who actually has one.
Yeah.
How do they feel? Because, you think this stuff is taboo, but when you look online, it's more and more men around the world and in America that's doing this stuff.
Especially since we had that show last time with Bill and the pedos, the Hollywood stuff. So that might be a solution to a lot of those.
I just thought about it. I know someone who knows someone in New Mexico, they're not in Albuquerque, who actually has one, bought her a ring and everything. I just remembered that. Okay. I won't say any names.
It's on.
I'll say the city. It's down in Hobbs. It's in Hobbs. And see, that's what I'm saying. In these rural areas, these older men, and they don't want to go to the dating scene and all that. That's fine. I understand that. Do what you got to do.
It gets lonely. I think it gets lonely.
Like the guy you're saying, though, tell me that guy didn't look like it was somebody you could meet at the bar.
Yeah, he looked
what I'm saying?
He looked like a regular guy.
Yeah.
He was attractive.
Yeah, right.
Which is weird. And I honestly thought they looked like a good couple. Because
that's why you were clicking on it. You're like, who are these people? You know how you do this and you open it up. You're like, let me see. Like, what is this? She got a tag on the back of her head. Yeah, you gotta hit it. You gotta hit it like that. You're like, is that a tag on the back of her head? Like, I just know to have someone that's like a doll. And it's crazy because we say a doll and they look at her as a full-blown person. Personality, talking, coddling, faking like they're feeding them, all this stuff. I saw this stuff on HBO, on Real Sex. And I was like, nah, this can't be real. And you think about how many people are complaining about being lonely and dating during the Rona. Man, I think we need to get into the sex doll investment business, man. We need to invest in, let's rent a sex doll. How about that? And we can COVID clean it. We can hire somebody. We can COVID cleaner or him. There we go. We could do that.
24/7.
Sex doll Uber.
You know what?
Rent by the hour.
Yeah.
This is so
red light doll district.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens when I get with Shondeen. Shondeen is always about money and how can we get rich, and I always look for a loophole in something that nobody else is doing. But I don't know. As a man,
you know what? That's a great. We're gonna edit that part out because that's genius.
You don't want somebody to get that idea, huh?
If you think that about that,
I'm telling you. Think about the older community, people with terminal illnesses, stuff like that. What? You can make a killing.
I know. Uber, and you just Uber it over.
And just drive over there, and then I'll just sit in the parking lot for an hour, go give me something to eat, come back, spray her down, go to the next location. Where we going? The Heights now? We go from Rio Rancho to the Heights.
Bro, I'm telling you, don't. Oh my God.
No,
I'm still laughing at the last joke, the grease fires.
As a man, oh my God.
I was laughing at that for 2 days.
Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, cause we're golden.
So I'm thinking about this as a man. I don't know how I would feel if I dated a woman and she's like, oh, just go in my cabinet and get whatever, and a whole nother dude fall out of it and it's a sex doll.
I think it's more forgivable for a woman to have that.
Here we go.
I know.
Why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way?
I think it's cute. If you were to bust a female with something small, something discreet, and be like, oh, hey, that's my thing, then it's more forgivable than a man with a big ass sex doll.
No, you know why? Because think about how jealous men are.
Right.
Men are jealous.
Right. Well,
men. Yeah. There are men that are upset that women have sex toys. They don't feel y'all should have one if you have a man. So if you got a whole dude, did you see that on Amazon? Look, go on Amazon, look up sex doll, $185. We can't even show it. It's just the torso. He's got like a 12-pack abs.
And hips. He's got hips.
And he looks like...
He's got a back door.
Bruh, everything. Everything's on point. So, men are fragile. We are fragile. Because, look, man, I don't know if y'all can see this microphone, but there are things that women do with things twice that size. And then you as a man, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, what am I doing to compete with that?
It's true.
It's got a gas motor. It runs off solar power. It has AC/DC batteries.
It makes
never
coffee.
Gets tired.
It doesn't complain.
Don't leave the seat up. All of this stuff. So men are already behind the 8 ball when it comes to these sex toys.
It's like that. You're right.
If you have a woman with a whole doll, a whole dude that's like sculpted out of the side of a mountain, looks like Idris Elba or something.
It's weird. Yeah, she's gonna have to get rid of it before she gets a guy. That's for sure.
Well, I don't know if I can handle it. I wouldn't even be. It wouldn't even be something that I would be intimidated by. I just think she's weird.
Yeah.
I'm like,
too much.
What are you?
It's too much on the mentals.
Yeah.
It's a little bit mentally insane. It's a little bit mentally insane. I'm going to say it twice.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think? But, okay, I agree with you. And this is why I say people who do it, just leave them alone because they could be insane in other ways. Like, they could be like predators or you know, rapists or and you know, I'm not saying everyone who's into sex dolls, but it's some people need to have that satisfied by any way, and I'd rather it be a dog than a grown person.
It's a control thing.
Yeah.
That's where the problem is. If she has a doll like that, it's because she doesn't want no talk back, bro. You gotta understand. You gotta understand.
No, she like the doll ain't never beat me.
Yeah.
The doll never said eat the cake, anime. The doll never does that. He's home on time. He don't go hang with the boys.
Yeah.
You know, I don't gotta go through his phone. All of that. So
she can have a doll.
So I do agree that it's a mental thing. I won't say that it's an illness, but I do believe something's not right.
Well, and it's important in human life to get over our the control issue. If you have a control issue, you need to deal with other people so you can look at yourself and say, "Hey, man, I can't live in society with this mentality."
Right.
So what you can't go shun yourself, or you'll never get past your own hurdles in your own mind.
Like, what do you do with a sex doll? Do you like put makeup on it?
Do
you spray on like
we should ask
cologne
the guy.
or perfume?
We gotta ask your guy if he does that to her.
Yes.
Because that doll that I saw, she looked like I was doing this. She was so pretty.
You know what's so crazy? I literally forgot about this until we were talking. I was like, I know somebody. And I was like, because when you think about that, you think of some guy, some weird guy that lives in a hut overseas or something. Or just this rich guy who has like sex organ problems. And these are regular men, regular women who are just like, is society that bad where we don't even want human interaction anymore? Like,
we're doing the rental thing, but that's genius. I can't believe you came up with that. That's $1 million idea.
Think about when we were younger. Remember we would watch movies and the whole thing was virtual reality where you put the glasses on and you're like having sex or at the club. Now it's like, forget that. We got the real thing right here. Oh, that's crazy.
You know what would be cool?
What?
Drone delivery. Drone delivery sex dolls.
No, you gotta keep your 6 feet of distance. So you just gotta ring the doorbell and take off running and just leave them there on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad, man. This is not good. This is not good. So we'll see what we can do. Let's see if we can get some people that are confident enough. I don't think, okay, if you're watching this and you do indulge in sex dolls, don't be ashamed. The reason why you shouldn't be ashamed, because people who are watching, people like us need to be educated. And if you don't talk about it, then we're going to draw our own conclusions.
Right.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
People have to stand up for yourself.
If we don't know, if something, you know why people call a lot of stuff weird? Because they're ignorant to it. And it's not that we don't know, it's just the people who do it don't talk to us about it.
Yeah.
So y'all got to come out and look at me trying to reel him in. You see that? You see I'm trying to give him that hook to bring him on.
Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing.
There's nothing wrong. We just want to know more about it. We want to know what's going on. I'm going to make a post. I'm going to make a post and see if I can find somebody with
I was going to say the same thing. I was wanting to run an ad.
Let's do it. Because here's what happens. Like, a lot of people are going to say, if you make a post, nobody's going to say nothing. No, they don't say it publicly. There's a lot of people that'll inbox you and they'll say, oh, I know this person. Or they'll say they have one. Or I want to know.
We need to do it. We need to do it. We should do it together and we should put it on our new.
Let's do it. Oh, tell them the IG. Do you know the IG? Or is it
Buck D and Shondeen?
There you go. We're on IG now. Is it the Buck D and Shondeen show? That's it. Y'all look us up. We're gonna have some content, man. I want to know. This is like. Now you have my wheels churning.
I know.
I always wanted to know somebody's mind frame when they're like, you know what? I have this doll. This is my girl. This is my dude. Do they take them on dates? What would you do if you walked into Papados and saw somebody in Papados with one like a dress gown?
I'd be like, oh, she's so pretty. Wait a minute.
No, that'd be like the cheapest date ever. It's like, oh, she doesn't want anything. She's good. Like, for real. Like,
you know what? We should do it.
Let's do it. I want to get, because
we should stage it.
We can't speculate on this stuff. We got to get to the nitty gritty. We got to get real answers from real people and their fake person.
And real waitresses and
Let's
real bartenders. We got to go over there with the fake person.
Let's
We're going to find out what happens next.
Let's do it. Speaking of fake, so, you know, I was telling you
I'm
about...
gonna bring the torso. I'm just going to bring it.
No, seriously, though. Look up Amazon.
So
look
funny.
at sex... What is it? Sex doll. The first one you'll see. No. Actually, you know what? Look up black sex doll. That's what it is. I wish I could show y'all for real.
Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, cause we're golden.
So, speaking of torsos and legs and stuff, Meg Thee Stallion gets shot by Tory Lanez in the foot. So I was telling you what happened. You know, I guess they were going to a party, or they coming from a party, and then something ensues. Tory Lanez pulls out a gun, shoots Meg Thee Stallion.
I know.
So I don't even want to get into the whole story of it, because everybody knows the story. She came out, she corroborated the whatever's been said. Even though she didn't go to the police, it was like she was tired of people saying that she jumped him or it was some other stuff. She basically said, he shot me in the foot, period. That's what happened. So what I want to know is, do you ever think as a woman that a man should shoot a woman? Like, an unarmed woman. I'll say, a woman that's not armed. Because she didn't have a gun.
See,
or anything.
the answer, of course,
or a knife or anything.
Of course, it's no. Of course
Right.
not. But
there's a but. Y'all hear the but? Y'all hear the but? What's the but?
If she is, was there alcohol involved? First of all,
You know it was. You know it was.
They don't always make the right decisions
Right.
when there's alcohol involved. First of all,
I also know this. Nothing hurts a man more than a woman with a smart mouth. A woman knows what to say to a certain, especially if you're dating.
yeah.
You know all the weak points. You know the feebleness. You know what to say.
We know what was said.
What did she say to make him just be like, pew, pew, pew? He's so little, it just looks like Yosemite Sam.
He
just,
is.
Bah, 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 bah. Like, what makes... She said something.
Yeah,
something happened. Because, I didn't
She
even
said,
think
you're going to
about
go
it.
get a gun from the car and you try to pick that up? All 50 pounds of you? Knowing that the gun is 60?
I didn't
That's
know.
what happened?
You know what? You made me think about something I didn't think about. Alcohol.
Yeah, if alcohol's involved, the testosterone is going, and you can't make decisions like that. It makes you more angry than what you already are,
Bro.
man and
woman. And
if she's a big, not big, but
bro, she's over 6 feet, bro.
Yeah,
she's over 6 feet.
And if she's doing pre-workouts and those type of things,
she's a stallion. She's all woman.
and if she's doing roids, that's another thing too. A lot of people take pride in their physique, and they're doing extra things to make it. That can take an effect on how you what you're doing to people.
Look, fellas, if you got to pull a gun on a woman, you should not mess with women ever, because a woman knows how to get under a man's skin.
But what makes what made him that scared?
He wasn't scared. I don't think he was
so?
scared. No, I think he was trying to be something that he's not.
Oh.
I think he probably mishandled the weapon and it went off.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because
Yeah.
I got to go back to the alcohol thing. When you brought that up, I didn't realize, dang, I'm thinking of them as two sober people.
No.
There probably was drugs involved.
Yeah.
And then
it'll make your decision just way off. If you're drinking, you know how it gets.
Yeah.
You know how it gets.
Oh yeah. She just making me sound like I'm just the biggest alcoholic. You know. You know.
I remember the time when you no.
No, because it makes them not tell the whole story as well.
Yeah.
They probably don't remember. All she knows is, you know how when you're when you're drinking and you see police lights and all of a sudden you get sober.
Right.
When she got hit by that bullet in the foot, she probably got sober then.
And why did anybody go to the cops? Because there was drugs involved. There had to have been. They do urine tests, urine samples.
I think she said, not that I think, she said it flat out. She goes, in today's climate, a black man with a gun, police pull us over. Yeah. You don't know. She didn't want him to turn into a situation. You know, and so that makes sense.
It looks like an accident because I think if they were genuinely like fighting, like really, the cops would have been called.
Well, and here's another thing. I think if they were genuinely fighting, we would have saw it on his face. She would beat the hell out of his. Like she's bigger than him.
Yeah. And it wouldn't have been over like that. Accident would just call it even. You know, they just. If they're still together, are they still going to be together after?
No. After she said what she said on Instagram, she's not playing no games.
I'm going to make it interesting. I'm going to bet that they're coming back.
You think it was a publicity stunt?
It might have been.
I didn't think about that either.
It might have been.
See, you always got me on this conspiracy stuff. Like nothing is ever what it seems.
Yeah, I like that.
I just don't know. I think.
Let's make it.
Do you think he should be
just $5? Well, they're coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back.
Do you think he should be canceled for this? Because we're living in a cancel culture. You don't think so?
No.
I do.
No.
You can't shoot a woman, man.
Well, especially
she's not even shoot a woman. You can't pull a gun on a woman who doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, but if she's not pushing it, nobody's pushing it. It's kind of like nobody.
Nah, bro. It's
big. It's big.
I think it's big.
It's big.
Just because we can't sit here. Sit here and talk about the cops shooting us.
Yeah.
And this dude had an unarmed woman, and you shoot her. Like, here's the thing: if you're gonna shoot somebody, you gotta take them out. You can't aim at the toes and stuff. Like
that's for two men. Oh.
like if Mike Tyson is trying to fight me, I am not shooting at his toes.
I know, right?
Nah, bro. I gotta take him out before he get his hands on me.
I know. That's a scary one. That's a scary one.
Fellas, stop shooting women in the toes. Go get more sex dolls. It's safer.
Shoot your sex doll in the toe, right?
Yeah, you can shoot your sex doll. That's just nasty right there. That's just nasty. Get into an argument with your sex doll and shoot them in both toes.
How weird is that going to be?
Hey, if you got a sex doll, don't get no weirder
Let's send one to Tory Lanez.
Probably already has one now.
There we go.
Yeah, well, no, it's Tory Lanez. They do that whatever. We gotta stop saying sex dolls are weird because we were trying to get somebody on the show. For real though, if you're watching this, if you know someone with a sex doll, if you have one, man, please hit us up. We got so many questions.
Yeah, we're coming from the perspective that we don't understand.
We don't know.
Now. We want clarification.
There we go. Because if you don't give us clarification, we'll make up stories and make you feel like a weirdo. Yeah. We don't want that. So
you got to make it the new normal. Take her to
lunch.
There
we go. Yeah. Bring her on the show. You know how girls are. They get mad when you leave them out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you going to the show? Are you going to the show? No, baby, you come with me.
He does this. He'll propose that person.
Sit him in the chair. Shh, be quiet. I'm doing the show. Hey, man, it's been a great time. Y'all know where to find us. Comcast 26 every Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. Y'all know, also, I got to give a shout out to you. Shondeen be on. You make the best little videos, the little promo vids. Like, I think I want to make some, then I see yours. I'm like, nah, she got it. And you put the little symbol down there and everything.
You're good. Dope? You're good. I'm getting good at it, dude.
She's getting good. She's getting good. Just CGI me into one of those and we'll be fine. Y'all know where to find us, man. Y'all stay tuned. Keep it locked. Also, do us a favor. Go to the YouTube and subscribe to it. How about that? And then also add us on Instagram. The Buck D and Shondeen Show.
Yeah, add us because we need friends. We only have 10.
Yeah. Hey, we started with 0. So hey, till next time, we'll be back.